Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Command & Conquer, the GDI campaign. When last we left off, we need to be very careful of potential attacks that'll be coming our way. But for now, we want to send these units over into this corner so that we can explore over by the Tiberium field. For you never know what we might uncover if we do. We also want to be very careful of this harvester, which is constantly going to get attacked, I wager. Anything over there? Ah, there's a SAM site that we want to deal with, and we most certainly want to destroy that, and be very careful of these units that are heading up here. There are also a few artillery pieces being sent over, which is something that we want to take care of. We also want to start building these engineers for this APC, for eventually we will want to try and force our way into the Nod base and take some of their things that they have. We also want to be very careful about putting those grenadiers too close to those watchtowers, because we will probably lose them. Alright, carefully does it now. Carefully does it. We want to move one of these Humvees down and see what we can find. And by one of, I mean we only have one. Ah, there appears to be an enemy unit there. There appear to be two enemy units there that we need to be very careful of. Until, that is, they explode due to the Tiberium, and then I can quite safely... there's another unit there. And I imagine that is not going to be an infantry unit. Indeed, it is not. It is an artillery piece. Let's see what else there is for us to examine down here. Anything? Ah, there appears to be an alternate entrance to the... to this base, which is something that is very good to know. And unfortunately this means that the Humvee is about to die horribly, because we're going to send that to explore. Very carefully, that is. We don't want to attack that harvester. Let's see what's over here, shall we? Well, there is, there's the refinery, and there is, well, that's pretty much everything. We know where the airstrip is, we know where the construction yard is, and we know where the, refinery is. So we're going to most certainly attack at some point and take them out. There we go, we'll just do that and wait for the engineers. We also at some point want an extra harvester, because we could actually start a sort of rhythm with one of them going and the other coming back. We could pretty much have a much more plentiful supply of money. There we go, that should be two more engineers. We're also going to need a Humvee to provide some distraction while we deploy the APC around about here and try and take everything that we possibly can. And by everything, I mean we really need to focus on taking the... we need to take the construction yard above all else. If we don't take anything else, that's still a success, because the construction yard we could sell for pretty much the value of every single engineer there. And I think some of those units died horribly on the on that Tiberium, which is a good thing, because that's money that they've wasted. We're doing this because the gunships completely and totally failed to destroy anything of the base, and also this rocket trooper appears to be looking away rather than those ones that are looking towards the sea. I've no idea why, but I think they're sending another attack, and indeed they are. We need to be very careful of this attack, because these attacks are actually quite dangerous. Especially the, there we go, that's one flame trooper dealt with. Not bad. We now need to wait for the other flame trooper, and we also need to start working on that Humvee. There we go. Hello, Mr. Artillery Piece, how are you today? You are going to perish, that's how you are. You're going to perish quite terribly. Oh, that is one dead unit. We're going to send this grenadier here to see what it can do. The answer is a little. Well, actually, that was half of the health of the artillery piece, which isn't that bad. And now the artillery piece is dead. I have no idea why those units like to go over there and just look at the sea. Oh, it's not actually the sea, it's the river. But it might lead straight to the sea, who knows? No, that's pretty much a river. With all this confusion about dealing with Nod, we're confusing rivers and seas now, and that is terrible. Alright, let's move on and head over into this corner. We want to time this attack very carefully. If we're very lucky, we could take out the harvester and the refinery all in one go. But this involves some very careful timing. The main thing we want to do is we want to send this Humvee in first, just to attract some firepower. It won't attract very much firepower, that is, unless we were to send another tank in with it. A tank would certainly provide a distraction, but I suppose we might need the tank for later. If we're lucky, we might be able to take out one of the, Also, let's build a second harvester, why not? If we're very lucky, we might be able to get one of those silos as well, and that's going to be a lot of money if we can achieve that. Okay, I think it's time to send in these units, right now. We're going to focus on the APC at the moment, so that we can deploy and see what we can get. There we go. Deploy. Take that. Take that. Take that. And see if you can take that. And this. There we go. We took quite a lot of stuff there. We want to, now we want to do that. And we want to build this as best we can. We want to build an airstrip. Can we manage to build an airstrip? That is a good question. We might be able to manage it if we're careful. If we're careful, we can build an airstrip, and then pretty much sell this. We also want to, there we go. I think we managed it, which is pretty good. There we go. Brilliant. And now we want to very quickly sell this while we can. There we go. Now we have a lot more money, and we need to build a, we actually might as well start destroying that now. Seems like a good idea. The more of these things we can destroy, the better off we'll be. And the more units we destroy as well, the better off we'll be. We'll now start destroying that. And then we'll destroy this. So the less money that they have, the, we may... Ah, we did manage to destroy that as well, which is good. We want to, hello? Are you trying to destroy my repair facility there? That's not a good idea. What we want to do is we want to start repairing now, and we most certainly want to start building an awful lot of medium tanks, because there is a large force that is coming to try and get us. A large force. But we can deal with this large force by taking care of all of the, well, by basically building a lot of tanks. A lot of tanks will pretty much manage to take care of everything that they send against us. We want to time it so that when this one is full, this one is going out to, there is our... Ah, yes, we have 3 of them now, I've just realized. We don't just have 2, we have 3. That is an awful lot of them. What we probably want to do is we probably want to, I think we can deal with 3, though. 3 is a little bit overkill, especially for just one, for one of the refineries, but I'm pretty sure that we can take out everything that's left. There's not really that much that's left of their base at all. I think that's pretty much a success. There we go. I think maybe 8 tanks might do the trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. One more tank. And we could actually start building Nod tanks as well, but there's no real reason to. I mean, we could build the recon bikes, but still, no real reason. Let's go over this way, because we still want to be very careful of that obelisk of light at the moment. We'll go and destroy these turrets, and then we'll destroy these power plants and pretty much just mop up everything else that we find. I mean, we could send something to go and deal with these troopers, but it's pretty much not a good idea to, it's not a good idea to send anything but tanks at this moment in time. They have only a few rocket troopers, and the rocket troopers are what I'm really afraid of. How's our silos doing? Our silos are doing absolutely fine, which is good. Let's go and send these in, shall we? 8 tanks should probably do a fairly decent job. There we go, that's 1 dealt with. And they're still trying to repair, which I think is a bit of a mistake. The next thing we want to go and destroy actually is, we'll send these units over here. And then we'll go and destroy these power plants, and then we'll destroy this Hand of Nod. They won't actually mind about us destroying the SAM site, because the SAM site pretty much is something they don't tend to be alerted to being attacked. Also, that one trooper, it's taking a lot of tank fire. Alright, let's go and destroy this now. And then we'll destroy the all these units by pretty much just running them all over. I don't think the obelisk is working anymore because it's not firing at us. And with that, we've pretty much dealt with everything that is here. They are sending all these rocket troopers after us, but I'm pretty sure that we can deal with everything here. There we go. Have we dealt with them? We nearly have. This one minigunner is most certainly surviving, but not for much longer. There we go. And that's the end of pretty much everything in this Nod base. And now we know how to deal with these obelisks of light. You just destroy the power plants that power them. Also, much like the tanks here, the turrets have to still go through the concrete walls that are protecting their base. And I think now, yep, airstrikes are ready, and I know where to actually put it. Right there. Excellent. That's one airstrike. Dealing with most of those units. And I think we've pretty much dealt with everything that's left. We just have to do a few small things, like deal with that small amount of units and deal with this one minigunner. Hello, how are you? We're actually going to build a few more of the silos, because there's really no reason to build anything else. There we are. A few more silos will spread out that Tiberium quite nicely. Much better. And now, with these final grenadiers, we'll go and defeat these 2 units over there and win this mission. Excellent. And the moral of the story is, don't build a second, far less defendable entrance to your base. It's usually a liability.
Mission accomplished.
Excellent. That most certainly did not happen when the gunships went in for us, but hey, it's nice to see what could have happened. We lost a fair few units, but Nod lost a lot more. What about buildings? We lost quite a few, and they lost quite a few more. And those ending credits are actually quite substantial. Very substantial. Let's go to the next mission, shall we? How's that battle map looking? We must have gained a few things there. Alright. We gained all of that, which is actually really impressive. What did Nod gain? Not a lot, but we did lose that up there. Alright, where do we want to go? We want to go to here, I think. Let's go.
Attention. Stand by for Tiberium Dangers update. Tiberium is named after the Tiber River in Italy, where it was first discovered. There are now more than 200 areas of the Earth affected by Tiberium deposits. Tiberium appears to be spreading by means of conveyance unknown.
Dr. Mobius, tell our viewers just what Tiberium really is.
Molecularly, it's a non-carbon-based element that appears to have strong ferrous qualities with non-resonating reversible energy that has a tendency to disrupt carbon-based molecular structures with inconsequent and unequal positrons orbiting on the first, second, and ninth quark rings.
Whoa, is that good or bad?
Ooh, let me put it this way, Eddie. The possibilities of Tiberium are limitless.
Well, now let me ask you, by limitless, you said that...
We now know that not only does Tiberium leach elements from the soil, but it appears to also leach vital nutrients from all plant life. Human contact with Tiberium is extremely toxic and often fatal. Exposure should be avoided.
Commander, you've been hustled. The UN wasn't against me. Not all of them, at least. But we had to play that little game to lull Kane into a false sense of security. I've unlocked some new UN funding. It should help take care of this madman for good. Morelli, we got some new toys for you. You've read the classified briefings about Orca, and here she is. I need you and Morelli to take a couple of these babies up and put them through the mill. Concentrate on a radius of 50 miles around Trieste, Slovenia, and see what you can scout up.
Contrary to what you just saw there, by the way, the Orca is not very good at avoiding rockets, so you need to be very, very careful with it. What we need to do now is we need to start building a base, and we have quite a lot of money to build that base with. There are units here that we need to be very, very careful of, so let's start building our base right here, I think. It'll pretty much deal with all that, and then we're going to start building. Alright. We probably could have put that a little more to the left, but that's alright. We'll put a few more things here. There's one thing, and we'll start building a refinery, even though we have... Oh, there appears to be a few things there that we need to watch out for. Is there any Tiberium? There is some Tiberium right here. And knowing where Tiberium is a very, very good thing. I think the next thing we want to do is we want to build a barracks, and most likely over there. We probably want to destroy that, yeah, let's go and get rid of this now. Getting rid of a turret is always a good idea. And one less turret is one less thing we need to worry about. There we go, that unit is heading over there, and we might as well figure out what's going on in the region by building a communications tower. Here come a few units that we need to deal with. Very quickly indeed. There we go. Need to be careful that we don't lose this tank here. Need to be very careful that we don't lose a tank here. And now we have that. I think a guard tower is most certainly called for, and we probably want to make sure we get a war factory as soon as possible. There we go, one guard tower, and we'll put this tank that's not in too bad a shape over here to help defend it. I think the next thing we want to build actually is a weapons factory, so that we can start getting those vehicles. And then we'll want to build a power plant here, and then maybe a repair facility, and then we'll want to build a few of these helicopter pads. They are very, very valuable, and also very, very, they're very expensive at the same time. Valuable in the sense that they can provide a lot of, oh wow, that is not good. That is not good at all. Those artillery pieces are probably going to cause us a problem. They're most certainly going to cause us a problem. They're going to, yep, they're going to attack there, which is really bad. We fortunately can send these over here so that we can start attacking. There we go. Not bad. We really need that repair facility. And I think we have just enough money to start building it. That is, if we hadn't run out of power, which is really not good. There we go, one power plant. And I think now we can build that repair facility and save these vehicles from destruction, because it's always cheaper to repair a vehicle than it is to rebuild it. There we go. So they're going to send units over there, and we're going to have to most certainly map out the rest of this area, but only once we have a quite comfortable position here. Alright, what do we want to do? We have most certainly lost a unit there that we need to be careful about. We also need to start repairing this so that we don't lose it. There we go. Excellent. We'll put this here, and then we'll send this unit to be repaired immediately. And we might as well start building a few more things, like a few silos, just in case. Here and probably there as well. The next thing we want to start building is we want to start building the helicopter pads so that we can get some of these orcas. For every single helicopter pad we build, we get an orca for free. I think you then need to build more orcas as and when. Also, there is very little Tiberium here, so we need to be rather careful about what we do with the Tiberium that we have. We need to find more Tiberium. Where is the next Tiberium field? There's not one. Well, there's not a turret there we need to deal with. There's more Tiberium over here. There's a lot more Tiberium over here. But we need to destroy those turrets to gain access to it. And I think I know just how to destroy those turrets. We could use a helicopter pad to do it. We could also leave a tank there, just in case they decide to... actually, we can't gain access to that anymore. We can't gain access to that anymore, which is really not good. That's really not good. We need to be a little careful, though. There we go. We have one helicopter pad, which lets us use this orca. And what are we going to use the orca for? We're going to use the orca to start destroying these turrets. The orca is not too bad at it, but as you can see, we need more than one orca to do it. And the orcas regenerate their missiles when they go back to the pad. That is what we need to watch out for when we're dealing with these orcas, though. We need to watch out for the the rocket troopers, and SAM sites. SAM sites are really nasty to the orcas, and so that means using the orcas to destroy base fortifications is pretty much out of the question to start with. But that's for next time, folks, as when we come back, we'll be dealing with these turrets, and then working towards basically securing our position and finding where that Nod base is. My theory is it's somewhere over there. Ah, here comes a one tank that we need to go and deal with. But that's not bad, we'll go and deal with that. Also, the helipads build rather quickly. They build very quickly indeed, considering the fact that they cost 1,500.
Yes, sir.
And that turret is a little too far away to attack this harvester. But it's a pretty good idea to make sure that you get rid of them anyway. And so I'll catch you next time, folks. For when we come back, folks, we'll be using these orcas to great effect. Hopefully. They're pretty expensive to replace otherwise. How much do they cost? They cost 1,200. In fact, the pad is only 300. So I'll catch you then, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.